Welcome back. Today we are going to be checking out the Spiffing Brit, and he's playing some Stardew Valley, which personally I absolutely love Stardew. And with a title like this, a million gold on day one. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know if this is like modded or something, but I am very interested. As I said, I love Stardew, so seeing some tomfoolery is gonna be a lot of fun. If you guys are new here, please do consider subscribing. It really help me out, and I'd very much appreciate it. Thank you. Are you ready? Let's go!
Don't worry, Stardew Valley knows how to bug fix. It's all okay. Everything's fine. Don't panic. Oh no. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the economy is broken. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Spiffing Brit, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing Stardew Valley, a fantastic and absolutely amazing farming simulator game, probably inspired by the lovely Harvest Moon series of games. And yet this game actually builds upon Harvest Moon and, in my opinion, makes something oh so much better. There is nothing else on the market like Stardew Valley, and it is glorious. And to think it was made by only one person as a passion project, well, now that truly is something. But naturally, when a game is made by only one person, there's a couple of issues, because when you have a very limited amount of people working on a game, there's not exactly much time for testing and exploit.
What is this? Why are you trying? What are you even testing for? This is me trying to diagnose my own computer and trying to figure out like my OBS issues. This is what my mods have to deal with when my computer is fucking acting up and I'm trying to fix it. This is me! And the fucking face! Where did you get this picture of me? Should I be concerned?
Fixing and all of that goodness, and consequently that allows people like myself to walk into the game and absolutely destroy it. Now, the last time we played Stardew Valley, I demonstrated how to get infinite star drops via naming yourself something absolutely stupid. But in today's game, we're going to go one step further. We're going to take Stardew Valley, a nice, calm, relaxing simulator where you can gently grow out your farm and relax as you slowly expand maybe an orchard of apples, a nice patch of raspberries. But today, we're creating the ultimate industrial potato farm. That's right, the British Empire has arrived in the form of myself, and we're not just going to be industrializing this farm, we're going to be taking it from regular human levels of potato production and stepping potato production up to a point where it no longer becomes possible to fit all of the potatoes we've produced on the planet Earth. So sit back, relax, and grab yourself a cup of tea, because we've got one hell of an exploit today. Today's beverages, of course, as always, Yorkshire tea.
Nice.
It's the best damn tea out there, and also it fuels my exploiting abilities. So if you're sat back, relaxed, and ready, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start ourselves a brand new game in Stardew Valley. Now, naturally, when it comes to creating the ultimate potato farmer, we need to come up with a glorious name that fully encapsulates some of what I like to believe YouTube perceives to be the greatest source of potatoes. For that reason, we're going to name our farmer the perfect amalgamation of Irish YouTubers. Allow me to introduce Artie Kavai. Now, naturally, our legendary Irish farmer of Artie Kavai will be farming in Ireland's YouTube farm, and of course, like all Irish YouTubers, they're exceedingly wholesome, and so their favourite thing is happy things and just making their audience happy. I, however, have no such constraints, meaning I'm ready to exploit this world for glorious success and profits, and most importantly, infinite potatoes. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen, we're on our farm, and we even have, oh my goodness, look at that, some parsnips which have been given to us. Oh, that's lovely, thank you, Mayor Lewis. Now, this is our glorious and lovely farm. It's brand new, and consequently it's pretty rubbish. Now, it's day one already, and it's 6:30 AM, and there are some important things we need to gather before we can do this exploit. Firstly, we're going to want to clear a nice area to actually set up our lovely farm. That's going to sadly involve removing all of this debris. Now, in order to pull off this exploit, we're simply going to need to get access to one potato, as well as, I think it's around about 50 or so wood, but beyond that, you really don't need anything else. Now, this exploit can be done at any stage in the game, but to really just prove a point of how broken this game is, we're going to be doing it from as early as humanly possible. So we're going to be pulling this exploit off probably on around about day 3, although if you really wanted, it can 100% be done on day 1. I'm just a picky sausage who likes to use potatoes instead of any other resource. So here in the main town is the lovely shop of Pierre's, and in here we should be able to speak to the fantastic fantastic Pierre himself and gain access to any seed of our choice. Our target today is of course the humble potato. Now in order to actually get a slot for a potato, we're going to have to sell some rubbish and buy a single potato. There we go, job done. Now potato seeds are rather unique. It costs us 50 gold to buy this single potato seed, and remember that because that's how much it actually cost us to pull this off. And then we're going to simply take our potato seed back to our lovely farm. Anyway, now that we have our potato seed, we're ready to actually get planting. And by that what I mean is you want to put down a single tile and put a potato in it. And then
you're starting with just one potato? I mean, I have my doubts. Unless okay, I haven't played in a minute. Are potatoes like a crop that double when you harvest, maybe? So like one leads to two and like so on and so forth, maybe?
then once you have that potato in the ground, well, job done. Simply go to bed. That's the entirety of the end of day one. We don't need any more days. So that was the end of day one, because we didn't actually really need to do anything else other than get that potato down in the ground. And now that he's down in the ground, look at him. He's starting to grow. That's beautiful. Right, let's give him some more water. Oh, what's this? Oh, there's a brand new backpack. We actually don't want that. A backpack can make this exploit ever so slightly more difficult. Anyway, inside we go. We've watered our potato today, and now we just want to simply sleep again. Congratulations, it's now day 3, and I'm pretty sure it's raining outside, which means, yep, the potato comes pre-watered. Perfect, right? That's just straight back indoors and straight back to sleep. Oh, wow, what a time-consuming exploit. We've had to do, I don't know, maybe like 3 things in game so far. Our developers are making it harder and harder to break their games these days. Anyway, congratulations, the potato has grown yet again, so we're going to water it one last time and go back indoors. This should be the end of day 4 of the potato growing, meaning tomorrow, I'm hoping our potato is going to be ready for harvest. And lovely, it's a rainy day outside. That's what you want to see. Nope, the potato is still not ready. How long does a bloody potato take? It takes 6 days. 6 days.
You're gonna do nothing. You've planted one potato and you intend to do nothing for 6 days? I mean, you're the professional. I'm not questioning. I promise.
To grow a potato. Right, okay. So potato is ready tomorrow then. That's fine. Back to sleep we go. Some people would say I've gone mad because I have no way of making money and I've hinged my entire farm's success on a single potato. I haven't bought anything else. We aren't growing anything else. We have no other way of making money. And now on the Sunday, almost an entire week after we've started, I think we're finally ready to actually harvest our potato. Yep, the potato is ready. Oh, what a joyous celebration it is. There we have it. The economy is fixed, ladies and gentlemen. We have a single potato. Oh.
You didn't. Okay, fuck. Why did you plant one potato to receive one potato? It's not even like that's not a duplication glitch if you get 2 from like one thing. Like what? Huh?
Oh, we did it. We saved the world. Now, what does a potato do? Well, it's 25 energy, 11 health, but most importantly, we can make millions of potatoes from one potato. You might think how, because one potato is hardly going to be enough, but I've got good news, ladies and gentlemen. This single potato sells for 80 gold. You want to know how much the seeds were? 50 gold, meaning each potato we sell, we make 30 gold. Now, you'd be thinking, well, there you go, Spiff. That's how you're going to be making your millions. You're going to be selling a whole bunch of potatoes. Well, you're kind of there, but you're thinking too small. You see, what you actually want to do is get yourself a chest right here and place your chest down just about anywhere. There we go. We'll put our chest there. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop our potato inside the chest, pick up this stone. Now that we have that potato in that chest there, what we're going to do is we're going to actually want to fill out our entire inventory just to pull off this exploit. The easiest way to do that is to craft random items. In my case, I'm going to craft a singular wooden fence and put that there, and also a cobblestone path and put that there. Job done. And now in order to duplicate our potato and take us from making a profit of 30 gold, we're going to find our potato and click it, and oh no, what's that? Inventory full. Oh, so we can't have the potato? Oh, well, how are we going to duplicate it now? Well, ladies and gentlemen, what you want to do is select your potato here, and then along the right-hand side of your screen, there's a little button here called Organize. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to hit that Organize button, and you'll notice a potato has just sprung into existence out of the ground, and it's right there on the floor. Now, this is interesting because if I put that potato in my inventory and then go walk over to this potato, I've just picked up a second potato. Now, this is very strange because we only had one potato. potato, but now we have 2, and we haven't actually grown anything today. Now what happens if I pick those 2 potatoes and hit the organize button? Well, it's funny you'd actually test that theory, ladies and gentlemen, because suddenly 2 potatoes spawn on the ground. It's really strange how this world works. Now, in order to make this process even faster, what you want to do is actually just get yourself back down to 1 potato, hover over the organize button here, and if you have an auto clicker installed, ladies and gentlemen, just spam that bloody thing. Just keep on spamming it. It's fine. You don't really need to worry about the repercussions of your actions, because at the end of the day, you are summoning potatoes out of the thin reality of the existence we live in. Now, when you stand over the potatoes, your inventory will naturally try and pick the potatoes up, but that's impossible because there's so many potatoes, you can see the ground is starting to melt. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and pick up some potatoes. So we're going to place down a stone path here, and you'll notice immediately, apparently we picked up 1,000 potatoes, but due to the way the game's limiting us, we're actually only able to have 512 potatoes. So we're going to drop those 512 potatoes right into that bin there. You know what? We're nice. We'll even drop in a piece of coal. I'm then going to pick up apparently 2,000 potatoes, and then we're going to drop those potatoes into the bin again, and then we can do so again. Now you'll notice the stacks here are kind of breaking reality. Can I eat a potato? Yes, eat a potato. Incredible, lovely. So we'll drop those potatoes in there as well. Great. And then another 800 potatoes. What I quite like about this exploit is you just kind of gently walk towards a potato.
Okay. It looks like he is picking up a single potato out of like this, like it's just 1,434. I'm in the way. You can't see it because it's in this corner, and I knew this would be a problem. Can I little? No, you still can't see it. Frick! I'm a bitch and I'm in the way. It says it 1,434. You can see that he has like the 623 and 623. You're picking up one like sprite of this, and that's how many potatoes each one of these are. Oh no.
And it kind of throws itself into your inventory and destroys the very fabric of all existence. Oh, and there's another few hundred potatoes. There we go. We'll just slap those in there. And there we go. Another 977. Lovely.
Oh my
we'll just
God.
dump those potatoes in as well. And we've got all these potatoes here on the ground. And, you know, I'm actually going to let time pass. I don't like selling all of my potatoes in one go. I'm actually quite a big fan of leaving what is roughly around about 99,000 potatoes sat outside on the floor, because why not? Now, many veteran Stardew Valley players probably grow extensive quantities of potatoes, and that's fantastic. The only downside is when you grow potatoes the standard Stardew Valley way, even if you were to literally tile up your entire farmland and fill it in the most optimum way with just potatoes on every single tile being grown at the best rate, well, that's brilliant, but you're probably limiting yourself to probably around about 500 to 1,000 potatoes per cycle. That's actually very small numbers in the grand scheme of potatoes. I like to work in the hundreds of thousands, which is why I like to use item duplication instead of actually growing any crops. Now that we've put our potatoes in our little chest, what we're going to do is we're actually just going to sleep for the night, ladies and gentlemen. And you'll notice a massive ding just happened in the background because we've made some money. Now the good news is, ladies and gentlemen, Stardew Valley is aware that those items that we just handed in were duplicated. So it's kind of like, well, money you've made on day 7? Come on, I know what you made. You only made 15 gold from selling a single lump of coal. And you know what? You got me, Stardew Valley. You got me. So when I hit OK, it's fine. We're just going to have 15 extra gold. That's all.
Okay. So it knows that there's no way that you sold that much? I mean, that's smart, right? So you've been foiled. Your plan's been foiled. Totally, right? Yeah, sure. Huh? Yeah, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, don't worry. Stardew Valley knows how to bug fix. It's all okay. Everything's fine. Don't panic. Oh no. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the economy is broken.
You're just sipping your tea? No. Just casually fucking break everything. And then you just sip your fucking tea. No.
All with the refreshing power of Yorkshire tea. So there you go. We now have 600,000 gold.
Oh my
and
God.
who's this? Hello. Ah, it's Demetrius. Hi,
Hi.
Kavai. I have some good news for you. A few days ago, I made a breakthrough in my research on the local environment. I'll spare you the technical details to get to the point. Oh, he wants to go into the local cave? Demetrius, I've got some interesting news, my friend. I mean, sure, give me some mushrooms. But Demetrius, I don't even know who you are, and you've just come up to me saying that you're going to go through my cave? I mean, I don't judge a man by what he likes to do in his spare time, but come on, Demetrius, you could at least ask me first. I mean, I don't even know who the guy is, but that's entirely because the game has tied one of Demetrius's events to the fact that he's a friend of the player. In our timeline, the player has technically never met Demetrius. Oh, and there we go. We'll just pick up some more potatoes. Now, due to the way the game kind of glitches out, we're not actually picking up potatoes at the moment. These potatoes are technically null and void. They exist between space and time. Now, once again, I'm going to fill up my inventory and go over to this lovely chest here where we have yet another potato, and I'm just going to spam it down on the ground, and you'll see in the background there, interesting things are happening in the fact that potatoes are just flooding all onto the floor. This is
Okay. So the in-game day that you duplicate them, you have to sell them, or they're just void. I think. That's interesting. So how does that change in like the game's understanding, I wonder?
It's fine. Now what I'm going to do is once again get this cobblestone path and just place it nicely down here, and then pick up what is apparently 1,000 potatoes.
Just a couple potatoes.
Let's get these bad boys sold. I want to see just how much money I can make in one day. Now technically speaking, this exploit can be used with any item. If you have any item you want to duplicate, the way to actually do this is very simple. All you need is a full inventory. In our case, as we are the lowest level character, that's exceedingly easy, but it's not like it's actually difficult to fill out an inventory late game. You're probably going to be walking around with thousands of bits of garbage by the time you reach week 2 anyway, so this is actually a very easy thing to do. The next thing you need to do is literally get any storage device. In our case, the wooden chest is the easiest one to build, and you can build it right at the start of the game for only 50 wood, which is about 3 trees. So once you get your chest, all you do is basically have your inventory full and then click the item you want to duplicate in your chest. In our case, we can probably make it this stone here, and then just hit organize whilst we're holding it, and now we have technically infinite stone. There we go, 512 stone. What can I do with all that stone? I don't really know. Can I like, craft it into something like 1,000,000 cobblestone paths? Perfect. This was exactly what I wanted. Yay. So now I can just kind of cobblestone pave everything in my farm, I guess. Well, this is brilliant. There we go. Let us cobble everything
Beautiful.
up. Oh yes, this is great art, Artie Kavai. You truly are a visionary. And there we go. With all of that stone, I just saved you, I don't know, maybe several days worth of mining. Because who needs to mine when you can just summon objects out of the bloody woodwork? It's fantastic.
Surely they fixed this. Right? I'm sure this is fixed, but this is fucking hilarious, dude. And because it's not like an online game, and like you don't have to like interact with people and like buy things. You don't really have to have a proper economy. You can break the economy, and I think the game would play kind of just the same way. That's still insane though. That it's that easy to fucking duplicate shit? Oh no, dude. I can only imagine with something far more like expensive than this. Ugh. I guess you wouldn't really need to though. You could do it so like quickly and easily that even something so cheap, you're a millionaire. That's insane. Oh my days.
There you have it. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. It's technically day 8, and I've just picked up 1,224 potatoes.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's more potatoes than a single player will make in their entire first year. Oh yes, 3,310 potatoes. That's exceedingly easy. I make that quantity of potatoes all the time when I play this game.
Yeah,
yes, of
totally.
course.
Yep.
8,000 potatoes. That's more than most players will make in 2 years. Good God. I don't even think there's space for an entire harvest of 4,000 potatoes. Right, anyway, job done. We've managed to clear up all of our potatoes and stone, so I'm just going to quite simply go to bed and see how much money we make. Let's go to sleep. Now, so far we haven't actually even been awake for I think past 11 a.m. in the morning, and that's fine. Anyway, good news, ladies and gentlemen. Day 8 was a massive financial success. We sold a single wooden fence post for 1 gold, so things are looking good with the economy. I'm sure that's the only thing we managed to sell that day. yes, now it's day 9, and hopefully, yes, it would appear we now have 700,000 gold. I love this economy. I love everything about this economy. Apparently, we also now just got 500 gold from our mum, because I know we got some money that our grandfather left us. I've got to be honest,
sweet.
500 gold at this point, mum, it's almost insulting, okay? That's enough to buy 10 potato seeds, but I mean, we don't need 10 potato seeds. We need 1 potato seed, okay? That's all we need, and we can then seed the entire planet. Wow, you saw an article about me in the local paper. It sounds like country life is a good fit for you. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
brilliant.
potato
and
farmer.
then another letter. Okay, apparently she baked me a cake. My goodness, how are things going? You must really be making your fortune from the farm. Yep. Oh, I certainly am. Thanks for that pink cake. That's wonderful. Oh, and apparently my farm is going to be featured in the next week's Stardew Valley Fortune. Lovely.
Nice.
Anyway, now that we have a cake, what I'm going to try and do is duplicate pink cake. I don't know how much it's valued at. Okay, pink cake is apparently valued at 400 gold, meaning it's a little bit more valuable than a single potato. And so I'm going to pick up a piece of wood and a piece of stone to fill out my inventory, and now it's time for us to organize cake into existence. Ah, yes. Let there be cake. Perfect. Look at this. Now, this is what...
And I'm like, oh, it looks like it's not working. Dude, why can't my baking streams be this fucking easy, man? What the hell?
Looks like a healthy, balanced diet. 512 cake. Let me just quickly deposit this, and I'm sure this will lead to no problems whatsoever.
Oh
Which
my
was another
days.
512 bits of cake, and even more cake. There we go, and even more cake. Okay, that's fine. How about a little bit of extra cake? That's looking good. Oh, good God.
That's insane, dude.
That's looking good. Oh, good God, what have I done? Right, that's enough. That's enough cake. I'm going to bed. I've sold like 4 grand's worth of cake, which I've summoned out of thin air. Sleep.
Oh,
there we go.
no.
We did it. We're a millionaire. It's as easy as that, ladies and gentlemen. I just got the achievement in game. Oh, fantastic. Oh, and there you have it. 2.4 million. God damn it, cake is valuable. Whoa, this bad boy is so pricey. Oh, we should be selling this stuff more often. This is lovely. Oh, who's this?
Hi.
Hello, Artie Kavai. What is this? You see this dog here? Ah,
My
have I been given a
puppies.
cute pupper? I have. Oh, lovely. Will I adopt this dog? Yes. I kind of need someone to eat potatoes for me, so...
Oh no, don't feed the dog the potatoes. Good God.
Have. Oh, lovely. Will I adopt this dog? Yes. I kind of need someone to eat potatoes for me. So you're gonna be potato eater, my friend. It is your job to eat the entire surplus supply of potatoes that we are producing. Because if you do not, dog, the entire world could theoretically come to an end. Right now, there is one last thing I want to do before I technically destroy this universe, and that is to once and for all destroy the reality of fabric by summoning in so many potatoes the game crashes. And so for that, I'm gonna have to hold down my auto clicker for a very, 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 very long time. Sit back and grab yourselves a cup of tea, ladies and gentlemen. This one's gonna be a long one.
I'm a little scared to see if it like spreads out over the entire area. Surely not. Surely it'll stay like contained, right? It'll just stay, right? I'm sure it'll be fine.
Now, each of these potatoes which is flung out here is roughly between, I think it's anywhere between 200 and 500 potatoes is the number for every time I roughly click this button. It's a very complicated task of actually quantifying the amount of potatoes being produced at this point in time. At the end of the day, it is basically a race between my auto clicker and the game engine as to which one will give up first. Now, one thing that is very important to remember when it comes to duplicating items, you should never hold the original item in the same inventory as the actual duplicated item. If you're going to be picking up these potatoes, don't have the first potato in your hand. If you do, these potatoes might just simply vanish into the thin air. That's certainly something we wouldn't want to see happen. Now perfect. There's a lot of potatoes. The game is still actually running at 60 FPS very comfortably, which I'm very impressed by. Well done, developers. Oh no, I made a mistake. Whilst I was trying to move goods around, I accidentally dropped the original potato on the ground here. Oh dear.
That's a problem.
Put us in a very interesting spot. And now another 512 potatoes. And there we go, back to free. Good stuff. The potatoes do sort themselves out in the end. You just kind of have to make sure you get the OG potato there. Now that we have that sorted, we can actually pick up the rest of these potatoes. Lovely. You know what? This game, it's exceedingly stable. Pat yourselves on the back if you made it. I mean, this actually is only relevant to maybe a handful of individuals, but my goodness, well done. The game doesn't crash, and that is truly something very magnificent. And all that's left is to prove just how easy this is to do, and the best way I see to do that is to become a millionaire on day one. You know, just to prove a point. So I've decided to randomly make myself here, which should be perfect, and throw myself into a farm of my own. Now, what I want to do is to prove a point of just how easy this exploit is to do by making $1 million in our entire first day. I don't think there is an actual way any normal player can make $1 million in their first day on Stardew Valley, but luckily we're not confined by such restraints as actual normal plays. Now, it's currently 7:30 in terms of game time, and that means we have a whole bunch of time to actually still exploit the game. In my case, we need to rush to get 50 wood as fast as possible and build ourselves a chest. As soon as we have that chest up and running, well, then we have infinite resources. Anyway, now that we have our wood, what we're able to do is simply craft our fantastic wooden chest and simply plonk the chest down right here on the floor. Lovely stuff. Now, in order to get duplicating, what we're going to want to do is make sure we find an item of sufficient value on day one. And in our case, the best way for us to make a stupid amount of money is to find this lovely little dandelion over here. Dandelions are likely to spawn in this region, especially on day one, making them very easy to collect. Now, once you have your lovely dandelion, this is where the game's economy is once again going to get broken.
I didn't think that dandelions were really worth a damn. I mean, I guess the potatoes aren't like a super much, but I don't remember what a dandelion even goes for.
Simply plonk our dandelion inside, hop on out, select it, and hit the organize button. There we go. Dandelions coming on out of the woodworks. Perfect. And we just plonk that down there. And then I can probably get rid of this random torch and fill up that slot with dandelions. Lovely. 512 dandelions. Pop that inside of here. Now, each dandelion sells for 40 gold each, which is, you know, a fantastical amount of money. So
I did not know they were 40 gold. Okay.
Going to need quite a few of them. Now, in order to make $1 million, we would need to sell 25,000 dandelions. Now, 25,000 dandelions is a impossible quantity of dandelions for any normal Stardew Valley player to spawn, but luckily we're not particularly normal at all, and every time we've pressed the organize button, we've managed to spawn 512 dandelions. This puts us in a very comfortable position, as you can probably guess. Now, we basically just need to pick up these dandelions and drop them inside of here about 50 times, and that should be our complete $1 million made on day one. Hopefully this is the case. Come on, Spiff loves money. He needs it. It's necessary, Stardew Valley. You've got to let me have money.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, I've just run back and forth between this bin and all the dandelions, probably about what feels like 1 million times at this point. My recommendation is if you wanted to get $1 million on your first day, bring a friend who can also pick up dandelions, because my goodness, oh, the amount of time I waste putting into these videos. Why did I think I wanted $1 million on the first day? Why could I just be a normal player and wait? Nope, you had to get your $1 million on day one, didn't you, Spiff? Of course you did. Now, the perks of naturally having access to 512 dandelions is that you technically have an unlimited food source, meaning you also have an unlimited source of energy and health. So if you wanted to go raiding down in the mines or whatever, just bring an entire stack of dandelions with you and you've probably won the game. Now, there are of course several reasons as to why I had to play this game. Number one is because I actually really do enjoy Stardew Valley, and the second reason is since the last time we played, the developers added tea to the game, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, they added tea, and for that I have to say thank you. This game, it went from a 8 out of 10 in my books to a straight 12 out of 10. Probably the best game of all time. Well done. You have dwarfed every other creation. No Man's Sky is not as good as this game. Fallout 76, not as good as this game. And with the addition of tea, that's made even more so drastically obvious. I mean, not that Fallout 76 or No Man's Sky even stood a chance before the tea update. I'm just saying that the addition of tea definitely did improve this game in my eyes. No, I absolutely...
I mean, fair. Mark Watney would have been laughing on Mars if this was possible in reality. May or may not have been rewatching and rereading The Martian again. Dude, oh, that's unlocking like a core memory in my head of him living off of potatoes. No, that's insane.
I'm just saying that the addition of tea definitely did improve this game in my eyes. Now, I absolutely love tea. The only issue is that it does come with one slight downside in this game, which is that technically if you were to produce tea, it takes 20 days to grow a tea bush. Now, I absolutely love that, but I just don't have the time to sink 20 days into growing a tea bush. I'd much rather spend 7 days growing a single potato and duplicating it a million times, or just actually doing a farming game without any farming whatsoever and just...
But imagine all the tea you could duplicate. It might take a lot of setup, but then you would never have to like want for tea ever again. You couldn't even drink that much tea. Think about it.
Compressing a single dandelion against a chest so many times that it spawns a million dandelions. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's perfect. That's all of the dandelions that I've wanted to sell.
Oh?
To sweeten the deal a bit, I'm also going to throw in a lump of coal and some mixed seeds. There you
Nice.
go. You're going to really love that. And hopefully, when I go to sleep now, I'm going to wake up with 1 million, or in the very case, close to 1 million. I might not be right, but I'm pretty sure I ran back and forth at least 50 times. Come on, did I do it? Did I do it?
I hope
Did
you're
do
not
it?
like
I heard a
just
ding.
under
We made
it.
15 gold. Okay, lovely. Right,
Beautiful.
million. Come on, game.
Oh.
Give me the million. Give
Drum
it to
roll.
me. Fuck yes, Stardew Valley. Million on day one. We did it. Oh, I love this game. Oh,
That's
best
insane.
game of all time. Spiff's Game of the Year 2020. It wasn't even released this year. It doesn't matter. Grab a friend. Grab 4 friends. Heck, maybe even grab 8 friends. I don't know. How many can you compress into this game? I'm pretty sure I saw a mod online which converts this into a 100-player battle royale. I just have no idea.
Whoa.
There are questions I have to ask. But my goodness, what an incredible game. What an incredible experience. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Stardew Valley. If you have indeed enjoyed my fantabulous
Nice.
breaking of this game, then by all means, please show some support and give this video a like. Also, hop down to the comment section and tell me what form of tea you'd like to see added to Stardew Valley next, because what's this game's a 12 out of 10 by the addition of green tea. Now, I'm just throwing it out there, developers. If you want to throw in Yorkshire tea, then I'm just saying this game goes from a 12 out of 10 to a 15 out of 10 and becomes
Whoa.
Spiff's greatest game of all time ever released. That's a more prestigious rank than Rogue Total War and Open TTD in my eyes, okay? There's no other game in existence like it. So I'm just throwing it out there, developers. I was straight to buy 1,000 copies of this game and give it away. Add the Yorkshire tea. I'll do it. Don't make me do it. Oh, I do enjoy farming. Anyway, thank you very much for enjoying this video. If you want to see more videos where I break games, then feel free to consider subscribing to the channel. And of course, I did make fun of the lovely Artie Game, Call Me Kevin, and Jacksepticeye. These are 3 fantastic Irish YouTubers, although I'm sure you already know of them. They are absolutely brilliant. If you need some wholesome, fun
so
content in your
cute.
life, you're going to love them. Artie is especially a really lovely person and great fun to work with, so I strongly recommend all of their stuff. You can grab yourself a cup of tea, give them a watch if you like. Alternatively, I've got probably another video which you're going to absolutely love in my backlog of videos, because there's some absolutely creative exploits out there, including how to get unlimited energy in Stardew Valley. I know, I actually made that video, my goodness. And it still works. They haven't patched it, which is fantastic. Anyway, as always, a massive thank you to each and every one of my majestic patrons whose names you can see on screen here. These people have been absolutely bankrolling the channel over the past few months, especially because there was a little bit of a drop off on CPM thanks to the glorious mess that 2020 has been so far. So thank you very much for keeping this channel comfortably afloat. Each and every one of you are truly majestic sausages. And have you sat there wondering what video you'd like to watch next? Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Look no further than these 2 on screen now. You can absolutely love them. They're going to be absolutely perfect for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, because you've only just gotten started with your Spiff adventure today. Anyway, I'll see each and every one of you in the next one. Have an absolutely lovely day, and goodbye for now.
Bye. Okay, all right. I really like this guy. I do think that he is a little bit of a chaos gremlin, but he seems so incredibly sweet, so incredibly kind. I really like it. And then, okay, yes, I love Stardew, but being able to wake up after day 1 with a mill? Do you know how many chickens I can buy? No, this was so cool. I'm actually very interested to know if they've patched it, even after like all of these years now, because I don't really think Stardew has to have like an economy. Do you maybe have more fun long term, you know, like working and like getting it? Sure. But if you can choose to just wake up and have everything that you need, I feel like it just takes a little bit of the grind and monotony out of it. So I'm very interested to know if this still works, because I might have to play Stardew. Maybe, because just getting a farm going is kind of what kills it for me. So to just wake up and instantly be ready with like everything I could ever need, yeah, we might be looking at a Stardew stream soon. Please, please, please make sure you check out the original video. It's gonna be linked down below. If you like my video, make sure you like and subscribe so I can see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.